The samskaras. In the West, at least where I'm from, America, which I refer to as Poppy Desh. Does anyone know what Poppy Desh means?
Place to go poppies.
So, it's the place of, it's the land of sin. We're trained up from a very young age, actually, to pursue sense gratification. I mean, I have memories of myself seeking the opposite sex at the age of like 9. It's just like kind of like inbred. And by the time you're 16, it's just like it's the goal of life. And you look at a 25-year-old man, he has a very beautiful 21-year-old girlfriend or wife, and they're just hankering, when will I be in that situation myself? And you look in the mirror and you're waiting to see when you're going to have a mustache or when you're going to have sideburns, and you know, you start dressing the way cool people dress, and you know, just following the trends and the fashions, and you just going through the just like controlled by the material energy. And then there's someone like Govinda Maharaj. He's born in a Vaishnava family. It makes a big difference. Just like I'm born in an American family. My parents were divorced when I was 11. And my mother went to work. And I was we had there was 5 kids in the family. So my father left my mom with 5 kids. And she went to work, and we had to fend for ourselves. So we didn't get that kind of nurturing, and there's a lot of selfishness in the Western world. People are out for themselves, they don't care about anybody else. There's a lot of strife and difficulty between siblings, between husband and wife, between different nationalities, and then, you know, everyone knows America has a difficult time relating to people from other countries. Americans are always thinking they're the best, and everyone else is second, or third, or fifth class. When you look at Govinda Maharaj, it's just like being a devotee is just like inbred in him. It's not like foreign. For us, like for me to be up here speaking right now, I have to put some thought into it. I might stumble over my words a little bit, and I have an audience that is, you know, wanting to hear something of meaning. So I'm like searching and praying and wanting some mercy so that I can, you know, please you. For Govinda Maharaj, it was just like natural. When he gave a Bhagavatam class, it's just like the flow of the Ganges. It wasn't like he had to struggle, or he didn't have to search for words. It just like flowed out of him. And his knowledge of the Shastra was so immense, and he could quote slokas like you've never heard. And and know every word and get the essence of the sloka and relate it to all of us. I remember in Mayapur Festival, I don't remember what year it was, but he was giving class, and he went on and on and on, and then they asked him to give, he didn't finish, and then they asked him to give class the next day, to continue on with the previous day's class. So this is a sign of a very, very advanced devotee. That it's like devotional service, service to Krishna is like second nature. He's naturally inspired, and and so then when one is inspired oneself, one can inspire others. And he was not one of the original spiritual masters. The original spiritual masters were there, and most of them had some difficulty, not all of them, but the majority of them did. And then the society, ISKCON, was looking for replacements because we require spiritual guidance and spiritual leadership. And these replacements were not devotees that were hankering to be a guru. Many of them, and Govinda is in this category, he was not like waving a flag and pursuing to become a Diksha guru. It's more like he was pushed up and encouraged by his godbrothers to accept this responsibility. And then in a service mood, a service to a spiritual master, and a service to the other devotees in a humble mood, took up this service. So I really appreciate him for his example, and his whole life is an example from beginning to end. Whereas I can say for my life, I'm still searching to get purified so that I can start becoming an example. Whereas Govinda Maharaj was always an example. And that is why everyone is here, because it is natural for those who are seeking spiritual life to seek out and hear about these great personalities like Govinda Maharaj. Hare Krishna.